Fuck you.
Ooh, don't know if you caught that, folks, but Jucket. We got Sunday Jucket with us. It's supposed to be Easter. It's supposed to be happy times. And we got Angry Ron with us today. Welcome to our Easter show, folks. Happy Easter, everybody. And Jucket's dropping F-bombs all over the place. Nice.
Hey,
nice.
hey,
You know,
my wife made dinner. I'm entitled. I'm not.
You class this joint up. You really do.
I ruined it in a split second.
I don't even have my lights on. I'm all crazy. So now I got my front light on. I got my back lights on. I got a couple of pennants behind me today.
I see that we're doing the basketball thing. Did you end up buying strap basketball? You didn't tell me that.
Not yet. I'm still thinking about it. I got I forgot that it was my birthday next week. And so my mother-in-law's like, "What do you want for your birthday?"
Oh, it's okay. That makes more sense.
So I says I'd like to go back to work. She's like, "Well, I can't help you with that, but she always gives me something. She won't give me the full amount, but I mean, she'll get whatever. I'll probably pick it up and just put that towards it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it won't be as bad.
So we got some people saying hi already.
Yeah. So Tribe, good to see you, buddy. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Everybody. So what I want to do tonight, Ron, is I want to talk about everybody, what they did today. I mean, because it was a very creative Easter. Oh, and any minute now, you could be hearing a lot of cars go by because my neighbor told me it's her kid's birthday and they're going to have the parade drive around the neighborhood.
That's awful sweet.
Yeah, so she goes, if you hear cars driving by, I said, don't worry, we're cool. We're cool with that.
Imagine, because I don't know how often a certain day falls on Easter. Imagine growing up, especially if it's a kid, thinking that your birthday's on, knowing that your birthday's on Easter.
Mine was all the time.
Was it?
Yeah, mine's next week. So I always had, it was either like the week before mine, or the week after. It was always really close.
See, I'm a Thanksgiving baby.
Yeah, so I would always get the cake and the candy for my birthday, and then the cake and candy for Easter. So
wow,
yeah, so that's how that went. So yeah, so she's she kind of hinted that she might do something for me. So I was like, if she probably will. So I'll put that towards the game.
Should I ask your wife where my cookies are then?
No. Oh my God, I gotta give her credit. So today we're talking Easter, folks. Hope you had a good Easter. So I gotta give big props to the wife today. She knocked it out of the park. She really
got
did.
A ham, huh?
Yeah. We went out the other day. Yesterday morning, early. We talked about. We went and we got in the senior line because she's a senior, and she's like, "You want a ham for Easter?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So we grabbed one of the spiral hams. And
aloha,
we're talking good about you. We're talking good about you. Just enjoy it. Enjoy that. So
you'll pass out.
So she dropped the ham into the oven and then whipped up potatoes, and she made these like doughy lumpy ball things for a soup, and then she cooked up a cake, and we had dessert with cream and hot fudge on the top. I was like, yeah, so it was unbelievable the job she did. We're just sitting there. Next thing you know, our circle of friends come, our relatives come over. We got the small circle. Okay, that's what it is. It's a small circle. So they come over. So it was just the four of us. And we sat out on the deck. It was a beautiful day.
Glad you had good weather.
We sat out on the deck and had some fun. And we're just sitting there having coffee, and then she comes out with the ham, and then she comes up with the soup and the potatoes and the vegetables, and she did it all up. I mean, it wasn't a big gathering because you can't, but it was unbelievable. The Easter spread that we had today was really fun. It was just a few people, and that's all it could be because that's the group that we're in right now. And so We've seen everybody every day, so it's not anybody new, and just so we're clear about that. But yeah, good time. Food was good. In fact, the food was so good. I got done eating. And I completely forgot that we had the Game Hounds today because we switched to Sunday. So I was like, well, I missed that. So I watched some of your golf, and right when your golf ended, I crashed. I took my afternoon nap.
I was so Kenny Castro says that Tommy Webster, one of his childhood hockey heroes, passed away a couple days ago. So that's too bad. Happy Easter ID, and Tribe Fan went to virtual church today twice. Max Cornelius says hi. I got an announcement. I don't want to take away from the wonderful job that Sharon did because that's pretty awesome. We did. The announcement is not the fact that we had eggs and toast and bacon today for Easter dinner, but
how was that?
It's awesome.
Yeah,
it was awesome. The last of the bacon that my mother brought before we were all quarantined, so we actually had to buy bacon from Price Chopper, which we haven't opened up yet. But so that's what's Easter dinner. She's not feeling well. Of course, Sarah has been right out straight. She does all of my care and works 4 days a week in an assisted living facility. And she's just with fibromyalgia, no less. And she's like, nope, I'm calling out tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the YouTube channel hit 600 subs this afternoon.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, I hit 500. I'm still way behind you, but I mean
500 yesterday and you're at 504 today or something like that.
so yeah, so we're both doing quite well with that. So we want to thank everybody for that's been tuning in.
Thank
You know,
Thank you.
and again, it's not about numbers. It's really not about I want to have all the. I want to have quality subs. I want to have people that engage. I just don't want random people. I mean, I'd rather have people that enjoy the videos I do. You know, I'll take 50 quality subs over 500. Just whatever.
But still,
you know?
it's been nice to hit. It's still nice to hit 600.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's tough because what we do is such a small niche. You know, some of the
Yeah.
videos that we do, it's really a small niche video. So it's not like we're doing a lot of pro football, whatever stuff. We're doing cards and dice. I'm doing a little bit of video game stuff, but I mean, a little bit of my own hockey league stuff mixed in there too.
I did 6.5 hours of cards and dice golf over the weekend.
Yeah.
And what a round today. Knew it was going to be fun coming in. And it was all, when you have names that golf nuts know who they are and older people know, I mean, you probably.
That was fun watching the all-time greats.
Kerry Minikoff and Hubert Green are probably names that are not household names outside of hardcore golf fans. But Arnold Palmer made that charge today, and
ID, that's funny. ID, it really is.
That's kind of like ID in the old Italian lira. It's about 150 to the penny, right? Oh,
it's the exchange rate.
It's the exchange rate. Ooh, doggy. So anyway, Arnold Palmer had the agony and the ecstasy today. And so I did the Masters all weekend because this was Masters weekend. And so we used All-Star Golf for it. Made sure I got it installed on the new computer. And by God, it actually worked right the first time, Dave. I didn't have to monkey around with anything.
Oh, good. Isn't that fun when that does that?
Oh, yeah, because unlike the City Skyline stuff, which, the
train thing, when you tried to go live with the train and you didn't have any of the images, and then that was weird too.
That was weird too. But anyhow, so Arnold Palmer is in contention on the back nine on Sunday at Augusta. And so we have one fan who's out in the Fresno area. And he plays Football Manager 2020 and all that. So he's a huge Arnold fan. So Arnold was a contention. I made sure to show a lot of him today. And so on the 15th, which is the last par 5 on the back nine, Arnold was one behind and could go for that green in 2. And so I went for that green. No guts, no glory. That's what you tell me. And because you can't replay the shot, you can only see it that once. He nearly holed it. He landed, I think, on the foot. And so, the quiet Augusta talk of this and, turns into me at Super Bowl talk. And so he eagles 15, and he's within 1 of the lead. And he gets to the par 3 16th, and you don't aim at that flag on a Sunday because he'll end up wet. And so he aimed it in the right place, and it went to the right instead of the left. And so he had 67 feet for birdie. And he obviously was going to lag it. And he rolled the next worst possible number on the lag putt. And then proceeded to have, I think, a 10-footer for par or 7-foot, a long-ass par putt. And he proceeded to roll the same thing on the par putt. And so he had gotten the eagle. He 2 under par on 15, and he walks off the 16th green with a 4-putt double bogey.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
So he makes a 3 and a 5, but he did it in the wrong order. If he made the 5 on 15 and the 3 on 16, it would have been a par. So, and I hit the wrong button on 11. That didn't matter. He misputted that too. But I mean that whole thing and that's why we play these games, because you could just see.
You got to turn up your volume. dummy.
You could just see the frustration to have that happen within a 10-minute period.
Yeah, that was funny. I saw you hit the wrong button. He teed off at a 3-iron. That was funny. Eddie Ball Game. Thanks for coming in.
Likes the Action PC Golf.
I play that. I
know
Action
you like
PC
it.
Golf.
I have it. I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah, well, you like you're used to that one there, so you like it. So good for you. And
it's
you know,
pricey, which Action PC is not.
Yeah, the ASGs. Yes, thank you, Eddie. That's a good note there. And I like the Action PC Golf. It's there's a lot of mishits in that, and I make fun of it, but I still have a good time with it. It's just a relax. I kick back, kick my feet up, and I'll play. And pork chop. Holy cow, we got some pork chops in the audience right now. We got a lot of
they look kind of green though. Don't eat the green pork.
Yeah, we had a lot of pork chops at my house today. And ham and potatoes and everything else. So everybody, we're asking everybody, what did you guys do for Easter today? It was a very different Easter, and you really weren't supposed to travel and do stuff. So what did you do that was fun? I mean, are you doing what we're doing here? Did you video someone? Did you email somebody? Did you write a letter? Did you wave to a neighbor across the way? I mean, what did you do? I think all I did, I get up. You know what? My new routine was getting up early and walking the dog, and that just kills me. Being out of work and not playing hockey, it's like I do that and I'm done for the day. It's like, so I gotta not walk first thing in the morning because it's supposed to pep you up and make you feel good. And I've been tired come midday. It's like my old self is just Demos. Thanks
Happy
for just
Easter, Demos.
Saying hi. Thank you so much. Yeah, he had a lot of people watching today at the golf. Yep. Yes, he did.
I had 54 total today.
Yep. I didn't text my brother yet. He's under quarantine, so I don't want to text him and have my phone get a virus or anything. So
it would too. Separating his new cards. I saw him open up the 2013 ones. He did that on the stream.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. I still got to watch the his baseball.
The top 17.
The top 17 games. I still want to watch that. The thing is, I want to watch that in order, you know what I mean? Because I get like it'll show me like in the playlist, oh, this or that, the other thing. No, I want to start at the bottom and work my way up.
I think if you ask 10 different people, if you say, okay, go through the games and the games on your table. How you doing, MP Fox? Happy Easter. I think 10 different people would probably have 8 different answers for what their favorite baseball game was.
Oh yeah, and like I say, it's preference because there's some games that I just enjoy just because how they play for me. And I want certain things out of a game. I'm not so much about stats as I am about flow. I want to, when I play a game, I want to feel like I'm playing the game and I'm watching the game or I'm at the game. And sometimes there's games that are just all about stats, and I just don't feel like it's a game. It's just like I'm getting stats. It's like a math equation. I'm like, I'd rather feel the game. Andrew. Game 7.
Game 7, which Sandy Koufax pitched on 2 days rest because he didn't start game 1 because it fell on Yom Kippur.
Oh, wow.
And the other pitcher in that game, Jim Cott, also started that game on 2 days rest. Imagine that. Why are you lazy? Homemade cheesecake? My youngest sister made cheesecake and she wouldn't FedEx me any. She also made chili and wouldn't FedEx me any of that.
Sean, what's going on, buddy? Hopefully your Easter was
good. He lives
good.
about 60 miles away, so it's not like I can go down and be, what was the word you used today when I talked to you earlier? You people. Yeah, that was it.
The externals. We call them the externals.
Yes.
The externals, yeah.
Yeah, I see it. I'm an external.
So,
Johnny, happy Easter to you too.
Yep, thank you so much. And yeah, Ken's on a sugar high, so he's going to be up all night.
I slept like garbage last night, and so I really expected to do the base of the golf stream, be done by about 1:30 and crash. And so we finished the golf stream about 5 after 2. I tried to crash and was so wired from the stream that I got overtired.
I've been having weird dreams.
I mentioned that the other day on my daily Facebook check-in. They've been garbage dreams. They don't make any sense.
Yeah, mine
whatsoever.
I had a dream about a big field of grass, and we had these neighbors, and some reason they were mad at us, so they moved across the street, across the field.
The grass did?
No, the neighbors. They moved. They
Oh.
moved to the house across the field. And I was like, I can still see you. You know, you're just across this field. But that's like, it was like that stupid. It really was.
Did they say aloha to you back?
They probably did. Krispy Kreme, it's all the same. Cheesecake, Krispy Kreme. Oh man. Anybody ever go to the Cheesecake Factory? Do you got a cheesecake factory up that way?
We don't.
It's a restaurant, but Larry is fishing. Okay.
When's your fishing season start down there?
I don't fish. I haven't fished since I was a kid, since they made me fish. I'm not a fisher.
Okay. I saw tonight.
I saw a picture of people fishing, and they're all spaced like 6 or 8 feet apart. And it's just like, nah, I can't do nothing. We're 6 or 8 feet apart outside. and they were baying it. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's what's for.
Good, Larry. Get out fishing. Good.
You
for
are
you,
supposed to get 60 to 65 mile an hour winds tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's night show could be in jeopardy because I'm looking at the weather now, and it's getting cloudy, and it's going to start raining overnight. And what's going to happen is the storm's coming in, and they said 5 o'clock Boston time is going to be the height of the storm. So it's going to be winds and bad. And the last time we had really bad winds and stuff, we lost power. So depending how bad it is, I hate having the computer on.
Because I follow WBZ radio on Facebook, and so they posted the wind thing. All of southern New England is supposed to be, I mean, it's supposed to be 70, 75 down Kenny's way. He better eat that cheesecake because he needs to be battened down.
Yeah, it's supposed to get bad. The wind is supposed to be really, really bad. 80, it's going to be 80. Yeah, I heard it's going to be all day. It's going to be raining and winding and whipping around.
It's supposed to pour up here tomorrow.
But the storm is going to be really bad in the afternoon. With I know the wind. I just hope we don't lose power again. We lost power the other day and at night, and it was terrible. So yeah, I wore this for you. I got the visor on. I found this visor today while I was going through some of my hats. I'm rotating all my hats and my shirts and my pennants and all this other stuff. Jackie, notice the shirt jacket? I got this when I saw you.
Is that one of the ones you got when you were up here?
Yeah, that's one of the mall shirts I got. Yep, man, it was like the 3 for buy 2 get 1 free or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That deal. Yeah. So I got 2 or 3 of them up there. So Larry, good to see you. Larry Harris, thank you. Happy Easter. So I was being hit by bad severe. There's a tornado down there, I think, right?
Yeah, a friend of mine down in Austin woke up on Easter morning to a tornado warning.
I'm gonna put some hockey up because I miss
Johnny,
hockey
whereabouts
so
are you from? Johnny's one of my 600 subs.
Is that Johnny out in the West Coast?
No, that's different. I don't know. I've never worked with Parallels before.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that myself. I'm not sure if that would work with that or not. All their games are fun. They really are. Hey, Scott, are you missing hockey as much as I am, buddy? Scott's one of the referees that I work with on Monday nights, Ron.
So what
league there.
NBJJA? Obviously baseball. What's the acronym stand for in your icon?
I don't know if he coaches or if he umpires Little League. I'm not sure.
Oh, Johnny lives near in St. Louis.
Oh, you have an hour ride home. Okay.
Dave.
St. Louis?
Put up the cake thing. I dare you.
That's not hard. There we go.
See, I see the cheesecake. I spy cheesecake.
We haven't been to that market basket in quite some time, but I'm willing to bet it doesn't look like that anymore.
No.
And it needs to look like that again. It does. We need to start.
Hey, second week in a row that our stuff from the grocery store, we got everything. We had to replace like 4 or 5 things we couldn't originally get, but there was nothing there that was refunded.
You know, as I talked about yesterday, we bought way too much again. It's just no more. I said no more. If you want to, like, if we run out of like a perishable, a milk or an eggs or lettuce or something, fine. But
we've been careful. It's just the two, just like you two. It's just the 2 of us.
Yeah, we just got way too much. So I said we got to start eating that stuff there because that'll just go bad, and I don't want to waste all that.
Yep, there are a lot of bowlers out there. Dick Weber and Pete. So Ken, which is your favorite?
I like the chocolate. I changed it because I was getting hungry. I can't do that.
Mass Baseball Umpire Association can't stand not doing hockey, but working one way at the post office.
Yeah, that's right. He delivers the mail there. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. You know, I was talking to one of my referees at Friday hockey, and he was going to get me a job this spring. Obviously, it ain't going to happen now, but I was going to do work for a baseball league, and I was going to keep the pitch count.
UA. Okay, I thought that was a double J. Never mind. It'd be UA.
Okay, yeah, that does look like a JJ or an IJ or something.
Yeah,
it's kind of just how it's stitched together. Yeah. So I was supposed to maybe work part-time locally here, keeping pitch counts for baseball games. He said he paid pretty well and they train you the whole bit. So I was like, that'll be perfect thing to do in the
It'll
afternoon.
make you like baseball soon.
Yeah, I mean, at this point here, yeah, I mean, I'd be doing it right now. You know, and I still plan on doing it.
You love baseball. Yeah, Kenny, I've had good luck with all the drivers so far. They tend to be younger women, I think, of all the weeks. And my wife deals with them and they're good. Dave, the Instacart people will actually send you pictures. So if you can't find what you're looking for, they'll actually show you. So,
wow, Johnny's jumped around. Look at Johnny. He's jumping all around.
Florida. Johnny is SEC.
Yeah, he's a football guy.
And now Illinois.
Dave, good. I'm glad you're playing some of that.
49ers
I like that.
won the big game. Who'd they beat in the final? Johnny's retired and his recreational baseball team season's on hold.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, I just set up. I got the first 10 Super Bowls or championship games ready to roll.
You can call them Super Bowls. You just can't label them Super Bowls.
All right, so I got the first 10 Super Bowls ready to go. In fact, that's what I was doing. I was a little bit late tonight because I got my spreadsheet out and I got the teams going and I got the ratings. So I just need to set up the ratings, and then once it's all set, I'll probably live stream the first 10 Super Bowls. I'll just roll dice and see how they worked out. But I'm enjoying setting up the spreadsheets now. It takes some time, because you want it to look nice, but I set up a new spreadsheet for regular season basketball, and I posted on Digital to Dice over on Facebook on that group. I posted the screenshot of the Lakers and the Buffalo Braves. It's going to be my Dave's Classic Rewind over there. So, I'm going to put up my Dave's Classic Rewind. That's my little Dave. There I go. Got my Dave's Classic Rewind. What did Kenny say? Found a fifth of the cards we chatted about last night. Good.
49ers beat the Jets in that Super Bowl.
That's how did you, Dave? How did you? Okay, so you did the playoffs. Okay, so that's what you did. So you rolled the playoffs. Okay, so you didn't do the whole season. Okay. Yeah, we don't want Ken to get worked up. Kenny gets all fired up. He does. When he does the sugar thing. I had to fight off that cake today. I had like the ham and the potatoes and the vegetables and the soup, but I was eating, and then she goes, "Oh, how about some of this cake with whipped cream and Hershey syrup?" And I'm like, "Ooh, no."
No, I could not eat that at all.
No, I do not want that. And I did.
So. Not at all.
Of course I had some. So playing some strat.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, I was talking to Ron and actually Kenny too. I was talking to Kenny last night a little bit. I'm probably going to pick up the strat basketball this week, and the only reason I'm going to do that is because I got my birthday coming up next week, and somebody said, "Oh, it's your birthday," and this person always gives me a little bit of money, not a lot, but a little bit, and it might go towards that. But I got to see. I want to play my regular season basketball. I want to play that, and I want to go back to the Sweet 16 Roberto and maybe roll some playoffs of that. That could be kind of fun too. That's a real quick play basketball game. That one's fun. The Roberto Schiavini game.
Gravy, Kenny.
No donuts. Yeah. Gravy.
Oh yeah. So getting ready to play Philly Portland WFL 74.
That is different. What are you playing that with?
Actually,
MP
has that.
Yeah, I think they might. Yeah. So what? Yeah, MP. What do you? What game are you playing the WFL with? WFL. That was World Football League, right?
Yes.
Yeah. See, I don't know much about that. I know the USFL.
Well, they were a fall league and they were a summer fall league, and they made it a second season. Okay.
Oh,
and
I wanted to get. I'm sorry.
They made it one full year. They barely made it, and they folded midseason 75. They had a syndicated TV deal, so they were on your channels 56s and all that, and they got some people to jump, and they jump right back. There just wasn't the money.
Right. Okay. Memphis Showboats.
Memphis Showboats.
And ID was talking about the busted air conditioner in the 88 finals. Yeah, that was weird. I remember watching that. It's like the lights went out. But that was the old ball. You're talking about a 1920 building trying to produce air conditioning in the summer of 88. That just didn't work. Back in the day that the series would wrap up by May 1st, or early May. Now we're
I don't know how they played so much, as they got later and later, the hockey. The basketball was great because Kareem would have to go use oxygen on the sideline.
Yeah, I remember the Celtics, they were dying in there. It was so hot. Yeah, because there's no ice, And oh, good. Yeah, good. How about Roberto? Actually, I was talking to Marco a little bit from regular season basketball, so I've been talking to both Roberto and Marco about some of their games. It's been fun talking to them and doing the videos for them, so that's really good. I'm happy to do that.
2nd and 10 as the WFL seasons too.
Okay.
And the USFL.
Yeah, I was gonna say I that's another play game. And if I got that, I'd want to do the Express because the play games they do something different. I still can't wrap my head around what they do and get into that, but I think I would like the Express because you can play a game a little quicker. So, all right, what do you got, Robbie? On Action PC Golf, can you have the Computer 6 Club for any of the golfers you control? Yeah, there is a setting. I think it's at the bottom where you can click and have the CPU select the club. So you just kind of aim it what you want to do, and it'll choose the right club for you. And the only reason I use that because it saves a lot of time. You can call it a cheat if you want, but I mean, the idea, if you're teeing off, you're going to tee off driver, or if you want to lay up with an iron, you just scale it back to you want to go, and it tells you, hey, okay, this is where you want to hit it. We've selected the 5 iron, or we've selected the 7 iron, or the 5 wood, whatever. So yeah, there is an option for that. In fact, I have the option set up to show you where the ball is going to hit and then where it might roll on a perfect roll. So you have an idea what might happen. It doesn't always happen, which is the idea behind the game, but it kind of does. So yeah, Action PC has a bunch of options on the golf game. Click around, you'll find it. Look at the bottom of the screen. If not, check your settings. I actually have it sped up a little bit on the hit. So when it hits, it goes a little quicker, but not ridiculously fast, but it is a little quicker. Big Clue, good to see you, buddy. Hope your Easter's going okay. Yes. I missed some tribe. Huge drought in Ohio, 104 that summer. Wow.
That summer was brutal.
Yeah, that's a brutal 88. I kind of remember that a little bit. Dave's got the weightlifting, the rowing, and the triathlon. Now, what is Oh, that's the running, the biking, and the swimming, right?
Right.
Okay.
The Ironman is you swim 1.5 miles, you bike 100, you run a marathon, and then you bike 115 miles.
Oh, jeebus. That's pretty tough. I think you can actually hit a button and the computer will suggest something for you, or you can just click on flag and it'll suggest a shot at the flag. So you can play it as manual or as automatic as you want. And that's what's really fun about that game. Playing some Action PC while listening to your favorite podcast. I hope that podcast, Ron, is Digital to Dice. Yes. As we released an episode yesterday. Again, if you want to jump on our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Digital to Dice. If you want to talk some sports sim gaming with us, and mostly anything else, but mostly it's related to that. And let's see.
And Eddie's right.
Remember, per Action PC Golf, the player ratings can edit a huge factor many shots. Yeah. That's a pretty wide open game. You can edit some of the stuff there and change some things or whatever. I think you can probably create yourself if you want to.
Yeah, I've created myself for that. And Johnny, the USFL's major fault was it wanted to move to a fall league in '86. If it stayed a spring league, I think it would have made it. But trying to compete head to head against the NFL was just a fool's errand.
Yeah, no, ain't gonna happen.
This broadcast.
No, well, thank you so much. We're having some fun here on Easter as we all hopefully had our good dinners and spent some time with family, or at least contacted some family, and then had our nap, which is what I did today.
Well, the naps are mandatory,
Yeah.
Oh, you're hungry? Here, take a nap first, then you can eat.
I'm looking out the window right now, and I'm seeing the clouds roll in. It's like, oh. That's all everybody's talking about over here is how we're gonna get smoked tomorrow with the weather. So I better get all my PC gaming done early. So maybe I'll roll my Super Bowls tomorrow when I get up, get that out of the way. Because I don't think I'll be walking the dog tomorrow. It's supposed to pour all day. So I'll try to
on for half an inch of rain, which is why she's already called out. The wet weather just messes with my wife's fibromyalgia. So
yeah, I mean, both are fine games. It takes a little bit to learn each of them, I would imagine. Action PC, I caught on pretty quick. But there's a couple of settings I use at the bottom, and I forgot to set it one time, and I was hitting the ball all over the place. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I was like, oh, I didn't have this setting where it kind of shows you where the ball might go, and that just helps me set it up for me. And that's my fun, And you can play 3-click method with Action PC. You can go click, click, click. It's really hard, but if you want to, they allow you to do that.
And then, again, there's a difference between an open engine game and a closed engine game. Whatever your poison is. Ooh, 62 Red Dodgers and Big D got a no-hitter through 5.
That's fantastic. Most unlikely champion. That's a good question.
87 Twins.
Wouldn't be the Jets.
Jets were a good team in 68.
But they were still AFL. They should have got smoked.
Baltimore got a little overconfident. No, because the 87 Twins should never have gotten past the Tigers, let alone beating the Cardinals. But they had a huge home field advantage. That's the Hankies in the Homer Dome and 125 decibels.
I think that any wild card football team that wins it all is good.
That's true. Scott says.
Oh, Scott, yeah,
it was dead last on January 1st.
How do you do that? How do you go from dead last and then get into that January 1st is kind of late in the season to be dead last and make a run. That's. And he's another 87 Twins guy.
Yeah, that's true. Leicester City winning the EPL at 5,000 to 1 was pretty mad. MP Fox, you still have your original Homer Hanky, and they changed coaches. 5,000 to 1.
Really? That's nuts.
5,000 to 1, and they won the league. Good night, Steve. Happy Easter. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for jumping in, buddy. I got my hat on for you.
Baltimore and Milwaukee tomorrow at noon. And the 88 Twins had a better record. What were the 87 Twins? 83 and 79 or something like that? Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson. That was pretty unlikely. The Patriots were what when they beat the Rams? Weren't they 16, 17 point dogs?
Yeah. Patriots were a wild card team that year.
Mankind beating The Rock.
I saw that at the Worcester Centrum. Mankind beat The Rock for the title. I don't even think he got to use Mr. Sacco in that match. And I can't wait to get back to work too. It's going to be difficult because I'm in such a bad rut.
Happy, though. It'll
take me some time to get up to speed, and I'll be lazy in the whole bit. But he's watching the 78 replay. Cool.
Yeah, he watches every day.
George Foreman. I have a George Foreman. We cook our hamburgers on the George Foreman.
I had one, and I realized that it just cooked the meat too much for me because beef I kind of like rare.
Well, what it does is the George Foreman cooks it on the top and the bottom, so it cooks it really fast. So you gotta take it off quick. So I have them the juicy. You just let the cover down just barely. It cooks at the top and the bottom. You just keep poking it. You look inside and then just lift it up, and mine come out juicy. I mean, if you leave them on too long, because
they were juicy, but I kind of like to have a conversation with my cow.
I do too, and I just she likes hers more cooked than me, so I'll cook a couple. I look when they're still kind of bleeding a little bit, take off mine, and then I'll leave hers on for a little bit. So just have a Krispy Kreme wake you right up. Yeah, Clay beats Liston. Okay,
which time? And what time did Sonny take the dive?
Stone Cold. Stone Cold was great. That's when I watch wrestling. Oh, get back to 40%. Yeah, that's the problem right now. You got some people that are working their asses off nonstop, and other people who can't. I can't work. Okay, it's illegal. My job is illegal right now, if you can believe it. They've made it illegal. So there's nothing I can do.
They've told the farmers up here in Vermont that farmers markets are not essential.
They won't sell seeds in Walmart or Target. So if you want to buy seeds for your garden, that's not essential. So that
Nuts.
that really triggered a lot of, including myself. It's okay, if I can't grow my own food, now granted it's not going to grow overnight, but if you're not going to let me buy seeds to grow my own food,
You wouldn't be
there's something
planting right now anyway, though, in the middle of April, would you?
Well, some people want to plant flowers and whatever, but it's just,
Okay.
I don't know anything about that stuff, but just the idea that now they're not going to let you plant your own food, that is very, very disturbing. It really is.
We can't plant really up here until Memorial Day because there's always a risk of a frost in May up here.
Hi, Corey. Good to see you, buddy.
Veda Pinson leads off the eighth with a solo blast just past the glove of Willie Davis in dead center field. No more no-hitter, no more shutout. 1-1 to score.
A security off. Now you think that would be, if you're going to guard something, you would think that would be that.
That greenhouse is true.
It's just the idea of it. I mean, I think even collecting rainwater is illegal where I am.
Really?
How can be collecting rainwater be illegal? If it's on your property and it comes off your roof, you can't catch it in a drum and then put it in your garden or something.
Really?
Oh, it is nasty. Some of the rules they got up here that make no sense. It really is. And this whole pandemic thing has really brought out a lot of the bad things in this world about as far as government cracking down on freedoms. I'm not happy with it. I gotta figure out my next project, Chuck. I think like I say, I'm gonna play some regular season basketball. I got it all set up, 71-72, Lakers and the Buffalo Braves. So that's gonna be next on my list. I also gotta play my Super Bowl out with the Roberto Schiavini Mud to Glory game. So those are two things on my radar, so to speak. And then I gotta get back to my spiders. I might do some spiders tomorrow too.
Itsy bitsy spider walked off with.
I might try to set it up in OOTP too. I might. I'm not sure.
You get good visuals.
Jeff, look at that. There you go, Jacket.
Tabs. I've not tried it. I own it, but I haven't tried it.
There you go, Jacket. And Jeff, what are you playing that with? What game are you playing? And yes, that would be a Ron thing. And what are we talking about sports-wise? Upstairs, we're talking about
most unlikely champions.
Most unlikely championship that was thrown out there as well. We're also asking what you guys did for Easter today. We're just keeping it light tonight, trying to have a fun night.
Georgetown in the 85 NCAA championship was pretty unlikely.
Action PC. Okay. That's fun.
Of course, it helps you shoot 73% from the floor.
What do you mean? What was that about?
Georgetown was heavily favored to beat Villanova in the NCAA championship final.
Okay.
And Villanova shot 73% from the floor and stunned Patrick Ewing and the Hoyas.
Okay.
Roseboro with a sack fly to score Ron Fairley in the 10th, 2-1, and the Dodgers win it. 83 Carolina State. Yep.
Yeah, I got my Reds on. I do. Jacques Plante. Wow.
938 and 54-55. There was no face mask either.
I actually was watching some old black and white hockey clips just for the sake of just whatever watching. And we watched one here the other night.
Yeah.
And there was when you watch the ones with the goalies with no mask, it's like, oh, you cringe. But honestly, they didn't see a lot of ridiculous shots. They were getting 20, 30 shots, but they were really outside shots.
A high stick. You really could not slap that puck.
Yeah, no, that puck, it did go up high from time to time, but it wasn't like today where someone comes in and tees it up and it's going to hit you in the faces. The shots from the outside were fairly low, and if they come in low on you, if they come in tight, then you weren't getting in the face anyway. Not saying I would ever do that, and I'm saying that they were braver than I am, but yeah. The days going to bed. I don't watch any of the Super Bowls, Corey. Seriously, I go to bed.
The Patriots weren't huge underdogs going into that game.
Yeah. when I'm working, it's like I get tired on Sunday night. Sunday night's my one day off to do nothing, and then I'm in bed early. And so the Super Bowl kicks off at 6:30. I mean 7:30, and then it gets over at 1. Yeah, I'm in bed. And when they went down 21 to nothing, yeah, I did. I went to bed, and then I followed it. And I think I woke up in the fourth quarter. I fell asleep, but woke up, and they were back in it. So I get up and watch the rest. But I don't, even last year's Super Bowl, I don't think I watched much of it. I was in bed. Nice. Eating healthy today. That's why we like the salmon. Oh, man. Fish is so good. I love fish. Watching the diabetes. Yeah. Yep. There's I got some fish at the there's a little restaurant up here that's got a takeout place. I got some fish with the breadcrumbs last week. It was so good. They were out this week. I went this week and they were out of the fish. I was like, oh, that was so good. The curved stick. Yeah. Bobby Holly put it under the door in the locker room there, and I think it was in the bathroom or something like that.
You watch some of those clips from the 50s, and everybody's playing with a flat stick.
Yep. And you couldn't really lift those. Maybe on a backhander, maybe, but they used to have crazy sticks, and the puck would go everywhere. That was the thing. The puck was going all over the place because they had so much of a curve on it. And then they finally they limited them. Yeah.
Not necessarily, though. You got to lift the puck.
And there was if you remember the Bruins Blues game, it's from 1970. I think it was game 2 in St. Louis. Somebody took a drive from the point, and it was tipped in front. And I think Stanfield tipped it, and it hit the goalie right here.
Ooh.
So the puck was along the ice, and he tipped it. So he's doing just what they said. The guy shot it, tipped it, and hit him, and he just went right down. He never returned in the series. He was done. And I don't know if that was I think it was Plant. I think it was Plant that took that in the face. It was either Plant or Wakely, because Plant started, Wakely came in, and then Glenn Hall was in net when Orr scored the goal. They used 3 goalies, by the way. But it was either Plant or Wakely took that right in the face. I think Wakely started game 2, and he went down and he was out. Yeah, so I mean, it did happen from time to time, but
and Plant wore the mask. He invented it.
Yeah, he had the mask on, which is good in 70.
Milan beating Muncie in the Indiana basketball. Yeah, Hoosiers, the movie Hoosiers.
That was a good movie. That was a good movie. I liked Hoosiers.
ID, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. They came from 10 down in all 3 of their playoff games to do it.
Yeah, it does seem like a lifetime ago, doesn't it? He's exactly right.
Has there ever been an on-ice fatality in the NHL?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, Masterson, right?
Yeah, one of the North Stars. Yeah, one of the North Stars. He fell and hit his head. I think he got checked and come down on his head. I don't know if he died on the ice or if he died.
Had a couple close ones too. Malarchuk getting slashed.
Yeah, there was a guy in the Detroit bench that passed out too, and so. But like as far as somebody that died right on the ice in the NHL, I don't know if he died right then, but he was obviously he died either that day or very shortly.
The NFL is the only one that died right there on the field in college basketball. Chuck Hughes was a linebacker played for the Detroit Lions. He had a heart attack right on the field.
Oof.
Ray Chapman was, of course, hit in the head. That's why we have batting helmets now, but I don't think he died on the field.
Herb score? Herb score?
He didn't die, though.
Oh, he didn't?
Herb was an announcer for the Indians for years. He was a good one, too.
I remember that name, Herb Score.
Herb Score took a line drive right back in the head, and he was a pitcher. He threw 97, 98 when pitchers didn't do that.
Yeah, Ted Green got whacked over the head. He didn't die. I don't know if he ever played again, but
and Hank Gathers, of course, had the heart attack on the court. Same thing that happened to Reggie Lewis.
And it was the Masterson Trophy named after the guy. Yeah, and that was Malarchuk. We talked about the goalie. Clint, that was gross. I can't even watch that clip anymore.
No, I could. There's some things I'll sit and watch.
It was bad. It was, and it's surprised it doesn't happen more with just the guys going so fast.
Well, I see that less and less goalies actually wear the neck protector.
You got to have something on your neck.
I would think so. So when I got into college and someone told me about that, because I really didn't watch a lot of hockey, so I just started calling him Slash.
Okay.
Yes, they didn't say I was clever. Chapman's backup was Joe Sewell, got the opportunity to play because of the tragedy. Sewell went on to have a Hall of Fame career with the Indians. Oh, man. Wow. The Jets didn't make the Super Bowl this past year. I mean, the Chiefs, right? The Chiefs hadn't made it since Super Bowl IV. The Jets are still waiting for the opportunity.
Just weird, Ron, as I'm setting up to do my Super Bowl replay. I'm going to start from Super Bowl I. So I started to put in all the. I went back into all the ratings for the team, so I can set up the game with the modified ratings, whatever. And so I decided, it'd be kind of fun too, is if on this spreadsheet I put the actual score, so I can compare my score to the actual score. And holy cow, the first 6 or 7 or 8 Super Bowls, the scoring was so low.
Jets won 16-7.
16-7, 14-7, 14-3. I mean, these teams played in the Super Bowl and got 3 points or 7 points. I mean, not that I was expecting a 41-40 game back then, but wow. I mean, you watch this whole game for 7 points.
I think the 79 Rams were the weakest Super Bowl team ever. Jets were a good team. Here, I got a story, so go ahead, get the graphics ready.
All right, I was doing something else, but I will just
because you will, and it's not that long of a story.
All right.
So, if you've ever watched the America's game on Super Bowl III, for the Jets, so the AFL Championship, Shea Stadium, the Chargers were pretty bad. Yeah, died on national television too. So the morning of the championship game against the Raiders, the doorman at one of the local hotels and nightclubs sees Joe Namath kind of crawl out. He is hungover beyond belief. Gets to the stadium, breaks his finger during the middle of the game. And so he beat the Raiders absolutely blitzed.
Really?
Yeah, not, one of those things. I mean, we joked, was it last night or the night before, about Lenny Dawson at halftime with a cigarette and the bottle of Fresca in the locker room at Super Bowl I. Yeah. So Namath is absolutely bombed out of his mind, and they beat the Raiders to go to that Super Bowl. If you look at the infamous picture of Namath by the pool in Miami, where he guarantees the win, one of the reporters sitting there was Brent Musburger.
Really?
He worked for a newspaper in Chicago. That's where Musburger got his start.
I like Brent Musburger.
You are looking live.
You are live, looking live. Yep, yes, you are.
The sombrero in Tampa as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, the NFL Films has released, speaking of you, a documentary on those 76-77 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I saw it on YouTube. I haven't watched it yet.
Who released it?
NFL Films. It's on YouTube.
Okay. I will definitely watch that then. So here's some of the Super Bowls here. I'll just go through a few of them. So the first one was actually high, 35-10 was high scoring. The second one, 33-14. So that was the Packers crushing the AFL. Then you get to Super Bowl III. Jets 16, Colts 7. Kansas City over the Vikings 23-7. Then 16-13, 24-3, 14-7, 24-7, 16-6. It wasn't until the Steelers and the Cowboys in 75, 21-17. That was the first normal football score.
So it's the show is 0-26, the timeline, and originally aired on NFL Network, so you might have seen it already, but they've released it on YouTube. See, I don't like mid-70s football. It's the same as that late 60s dead ball era in baseball. I don't need to see 55, 53 games by any stretch, but who the hell wants to sit there and watch a 16-6 football game?
Yeah.
I mean, once in a while is fine. You get two great defenses playing, but they all weren't great defenses.
Okay, I got NFL Films 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So I will save to watch later. And what do you say we watch the trailer? What do you think? Should we watch this together?
Sure. You got it, but sure.
If it pleases the court.
If it pleases the court.
All right, so we're gonna watch this together, folks. And what do you say I had to do?
Just mute it so we don't
Yeah, I don't do any of the audio. So we're gonna share. Oh yeah, where am I? I'm over here, Jacket. Hang on a sec. Let me make sure I close everything out here. So we got the full screen here and the full screen here. Does that look good?
Yep.
All right. The 0-26 Bucks. This is my team.
There you go.
Yeah, woohoo!
Woo.
Gotta love the logo. Gotta love the jerseys. Yeah, let's go Bucks. Woo! John McKay.
Hey, what do you think about their execution? I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Keith Spurrier was a quarterback on that team.
They finally beat the New Orleans Saints for their first ever win. And that is the trailer. The 0-26 Bucks NFL Network on YouTube. So
there you go.
You know what I'm watching tonight? That's
You're
awesome.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you guys for pointing that out. As you can see, the field behind us is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So yeah, that should be pretty good. And I gotta thank you, Ron.
You're
Look
welcome.
at that. Second dead ball era was no fun. And Tribe already saw that. So I know enough about it, but I still will watch it. Oh, they hit hard, all right. Yeah, the football itself was bad. And yeah, it favored the defense, that's for sure. Nowadays it favored the offense. '70s defenses were great. Yep. Baseball golden. Yeah, that was my golden age. Well, 76 to 82 for me, or 70 to 82. We didn't block well, man, by not tackling.
John McKay was great. He came, of course, from Southern Cal, where he was a national championship coach, and then goes in the NFL. Eddie ball game. I saw a sign at the goal line for the 76 Bucks. The Bucks stop here. Yeah, John McKay was a character.
All right, so I googled some of his quotes. Oh. John McKayism here, yeah. So that's on the 76 Bucks. The Bucks stop here. Yeah, okay. A bit less celebration. All right, so let me read some of these.
Okay.
So it bothers me that the national media have picked us to be the worst team in football because what they are doing now is challenging your physical and mental capacity and my ability to coach you. Now this hurts me. Second worst team, I could stand it, but not the worst team. Okay. We've broken down the expansion teams, and they've averaged winning 2.7 games their first year, which to me is rather difficult. I figured out the 2, but the 0.7 has got me wondering what the hell is going on. Kickers are like horse manure. They're all over the place. We didn't tackle well today, but we made up for it by not blocking. Yep, there's that one there. Intensity is a lot of guys that run fast. Emotion is highly overrated in football. My wife, Corky, is emotional as hell, but can't play football worth a damn. Oh, that is great. On his team's blocking strategy, hold when you're at home and don't hold when you're on the road.
There you go.
If you have everyone back from a team that lost 10 games, experience isn't too important. That's great. That's great. On how coaching an expansion team is a religious experience. You do a lot of praying, but most of the time the answer is no.
Sounds like marriage.
I'll probably take a little time off and go hide somewhere. We will be back. Maybe not the century, but we'll be back and we'll be a better football team. On the Buccaneers' poor special teams play, they were absolutely horrible, and that's the best thing I can say. Besides that they were bad, these people are not poorly paid people, you know. On the player Joe Namath in the Jets' 34-0 victory over Tampa Bay. I didn't know Namath played against Tampa Bay.
Must have been 76 because it was with the Rams in 77.
Wow, that might be a fun game for me to play. Okay, so 34-0 win by Namath over Tampa Bay. Namath is still Namath, but I must say that our guys were nice to him. I noticed when they knocked him down, they helped him to his feet. That was gentlemanly. I thought one stood around long enough to get his autograph. On how badly the Bucks looked losing to the Steelers 42-0. And I remember this one because I played that in my replay, the 42-0. Yep. There were times I felt like leaving the stadium and hitchhiking home. I'd love to watch that game. I might have to see that. Let me see. If a contest had
God.
If a contest had 97 prizes, the 98th would be a trip to Green Bay. Just dump it on the Packers. On Tampa Bay ending its 26-game losing streak. 3 or 4 plane crashes and we're in the playoffs. It's just awful. Oh, man. That was a good one. On the weakness of linebacker Hugh Green, he's not twins. Don't know what that means. On Bill Capice, who was waived in 1983 after missing a field goal in an extra point. Capice is kaput. That is terrible. On place kicker Pete Rajecki having a bad camp with the Bucks because McKay made him nervous. I don't think he's got much of a future here because I plan on going to all the games. Oh, that was so good. I've never heard that one. Oh, man, I'm laughing so hard. I'm sweating.
Drink a 6 with, isn't it?
Oh, that was great. On the Bucks 42-0 loss to Pittsburgh on a very cold day. I remember in Pittsburgh we had no players, and the ones we did have wanted to stay at the hotel by the fire. I was ticked because that's where I wanted to stand. On the importance of an older quarterback's mobility. As a person gets older, he doesn't get faster. Our quarterback will run from fright or lack of protection. On fan mail he received as a Tampa Bay coach. It was about 3-1 that I was not an SOB, but there are a lot of ones. On the Bucks early games, every time I look up, it seems we're punting. On OJ Simpson carrying the ball 47 times at a USC game. He doesn't belong to a union anyway. The ball doesn't weigh that much. On opening days, opening games make me nervous. To tell you the truth, I'd rather open with our second game. What does that mean? On training camp, it's shattering when a player loses interest in camp. When you lose your desire to stand around and eat steaks, you lose everything. Following a 51-0 loss to Notre Dame in 1966.
Ooh.
I told my team it doesn't matter. There are 750 million people in China who don't even know what this game was played. The next day, a guy called me from China and asked, "What happened, coach?"
I know, Chris. Happy Easter.
Oh, that was great. After a series of questionable calls helped Notre Dame tie number 1 USC 21-21 in 1968, McKay was asked about the officiating. He answered, "I'm not surprised. The referee is a fine Catholic fellow by the name of Patrick Murphy."
Oh.
Asked if Lynn Kane of the Atlanta Falcons was ready to play against the Bucks. "Let me know if Kane is able." Some of those were really, really good. I gotta say,
I like that.
That was fun. That was fun.
And as Eddie says, they were 1 game away from the Super Bowl in '79.
Yep, and I watched. I was a huge fan, as you know. I was a huge fan, and I watched that game 9-0. They lost. They were in it. Doug Williams got hurt. They brought in Mike Ray, the backup quarterback, and he just got smoked. But they held the Rams at 9 points. They were in that game the entire way. And Scott, this is why I listen to Ride Home. Scott, I'm happy. I'm good to talk to you again. I'm glad you're enjoying this and you're having some fun with this. But yeah, we find some fun stuff to talk about here, and that was fun. All the John McKay-isms, yeah. Some of those the kicker one is great. The kicker says I make him nervous. Well, that's too bad. I plan on being here for all the games. That was great. That was one.
Sounds like the PE teacher you always wanted, right?
It was.
It was the guy that or the football coach that you go and sneak in for the 6-pack in the Playboy, and he's sneaking in there for the 6-pack in the Playboy. Yeah,
yeah. So that was some good ones there. So
I heard a story, and I don't know if this is true or not, that Vin Scully got suspended once in 1957 because someone hit a home run so hard for the Dodgers, and he's going, he smacked that ball like Marilyn Monroe. I saw that this morning. I'm going, now I can see, he's thinking like he's hitting, doing things with Marilyn Monroe. But yeah, supposedly that got him there. The Yogi ones are good too. Joe Garagiola made Yogi pretty famous.
Yeah, but that was funny, Corey. I'm glad that somebody brought that up. That was a good time.
Oh,
their previous
or Georgia.
Ooh, I'm not sure. She was in St. Louis. Was she in LA or St. Louis or both?
She was in LA. She got the team when Carol Rosenblum died, and she's the one that moved him to St. Louis and sold him to Kroenke, who moved him back to Los Angeles.
Okay. Oh, so that was some good laughs we had there.
That's amazing, the stuff that I just pull out of the.
It's amazing the stuff that you do remember. Like I say, the stuff you remember as a kid is something that sticks out in your mind,
Oh, the Rogers Hornsby on golf. When I hit a ball, I want someone else to chase it.
I've actually, when I played golf, I've actually hit somebody with my ball, and I've actually been hit with the ball too. It's nuts. Yeah, it does. It stings. Luckily, I got I scrunched up my shoulder, and he hit me in the shoulder, and it would have hit me in the neck if I didn't scrunch up. So I scrunched up, and like, yeah, it won't hit me. Bang on the shoulders. Oh, you got to be kidding me. And I hit a guy in the leg on a bounce, so it wasn't too bad.
Oh, a bounce, okay.
He was like, he puts in a flag. He walks off the green, so I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to hit now, and I'm getting ready to hit, and he stops right off the green, and he starts figuring out his score. And it's like, no, you do that at the next. You let the people play through, right? I didn't see him stop. I saw him, and everybody had walked off the green, and he had stopped, but I didn't see him stop. So when I hit, my ball curved, and I went right for the guy in the ground and hit him in the leg on the hop. And I'm like, sorry, but my bad. I mean, that stuff happens on the course, but if you would gone to your group, that wouldn't have happened. Nobody else in the group. Right. So it happens. That's why I'm a bad golfer. I felt terrible about it. We actually caught up to him with the next hole. It was a very slow day on the course. He was like, so I just stayed away from him. I'm like, well, even my friends were like, well, what are you doing standing there?
Yeah.
It's like it's a busy day, we're trying to move things along. People behind us are ready to hit, and we can't hit, they can't hit. And here's a guy sitting there tallying up his scoreboard on the green. It's like, dude, get off the green. Go to the next hole.
No mascots. They need to shoot everything that looks like an escape from Sesame Street.
Some of the mascots are all right. They really are. Some are bad. Who was the Philly mascot? The Phillies mascot was always good in the 70s. The big green monster guy with the tongue.
The Fanatic, Philly Fanatic.
Yeah, I liked him. He was totally 70s, totally 80s. He was good though.
Tommy Lasorda got Montreal's mascot Youppi thrown out of a game. Youppi was one of the times that the Dodgers was up in Montreal when Lasorda was still there, and Youppi is on the top of the Dodger dugout in a pillow and wearing pajamas. And he said something about, I don't know, Tommy got out of the dugout and they started to go at it. And because the mascot is not an official member of the team, you can have anyone removed from the game. And Tommy had him thrown out. San Diego, the chicken.
Oh, yes, the San Diego chicken.
Was also, a regular guest star on the Baseball Bunch with Johnny Bench.
Oh, was? I didn't know that. I remember the chicken. That was some
Pirate
good news.
Parrot, you know, the San Diego Chicken's the first. You're not a big fan of Wally.
No, Wally is stupid. Wally is just it's like for a 2-year-old. It's like, come on, best mascot ever was the Worcester Ice Cats mascot Scratch.
Yeah,
He come out. He I guess he was a school teacher in Worcester. He come out on the ice with his skates and he skated like the wind in that costume. I don't know how he did it because you couldn't really see, but he come out and he took us by storm and he was like, "Here I am," and we're like, "Yeah," and it's like he was kicking some butt. He really was. The funniest thing I ever saw was mascots. I went to an All-Star game in Portland, Maine.
Okay.
American Hockey League All-Star game. I don't know what year it was. Don't remember what year it was. Kenny Castro would probably know what year it was. It had to be somewhere between 95 and 2003 or something like that. But we went up there and they had the skills competition the night before. So it was 2 nights. It was skills competition and then the next day was the All-Star game. And they had after the skills competition, they had all the mascots there and they all played. And it was hilarious. They were cheap shotting each other and tripping each other. It was such a dirty game with the mascots. And I remember it was the Wilkes Barre Penguins mascot, right? He gets dumped and he gets up and his mask is on backwards. So picture he gets up, right? And his face is facing the other way. And he just starts spinning it. And the more he spun it, the more people clapped. What a riot that was. The mascot game on ice. That was just too good. It was really good.
Tessie is worse.
Which one? Oh, was that Lowell? Was Tessie and Lowell Spinners? I'm not sure where Tessie was. Yeah, yes. St. Louis is a stop along the way. Yeah. Oh, Peter Puck was the best. I was a Peter Puck fan club.
Were you really?
Yeah, I actually had a Peter Puck mug. Still have
Really?
it somewhere. Yep. I was Peter Puck fan club. Love Peter Puck. Yep, Peter Puck was fantastic. Remember Peter Puck, Ron?
A little before my time, but I've seen the clips. Tessie's Wally's sister.
Oh. Okay.
BC had the best name for the Eagle mascot, Baldwin. Baldwin Eagle. There you go. Oh, we're going to see something here. An episode of Peter Puck.
Yep, this was Peter Puck, 73. And he just he would talk about the rules of the game. He talked about, icing and penalties and how fast they shoot the puck. And he talked a little bit about the rink. So this is episode 1. And so he's just talking about the rink, how you got a red line and the referee. Everything was great about Peter Puck. It was so 70, 72, 73.
That looks like that's straight out of Hanna-Barbera, doesn't it?
Oh, it was definitely the 70s cartoon theme. I forget who was the creator of Peter Puck. It was, oh man, he did a lot of stuff with hockey and cartoons. So it talks about the offside and how the puck has to go in, the blue line, and there you go. Yeah, so he talks about the game a little bit. He has little gloves with no arms, no legs. Peter Puck was great. Yeah, he does look like he belongs in Schoolhouse Rock. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Final Hockey Night in Canada. I remember seeing it down here in America.
Yeah, NBC and CBC shared them. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, what are these guys doing?
But you
I'm
see
not
that
sure.
people in the video. Those are the biggest hockey players I've ever seen.
Yeah, they are. Look at them all. Where's the defense? Oh, this must be icing.
Yes.
Yep. And there they all go chasing the puck. There we go. So there's a little bit of Peter Puck.
Not touching that one, Big Clue.
Yeah. So and he just relaxes while he goes down the ice. And so So
That's funny.
Yeah, Peter Puck is awesome. He really was. It was Seth. Somebody Seth something. I forget who it was. I forget
You're
who.
bad, Clue. You are really bad.
Peter Puck creator. Oh boy, I forget who did the Brian McFarlane.
Oh, really?
Brian McFarlane was the was
Before he was banned from Maple Leaf Gardens.
he was really?
Yes.
What's up
He
with
got
that?
a little too critical of the Leafs one night on Hockey Night in Canada, and Howard Ballard said, "You're not coming back here." And so the last few years, he was the host in Montreal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
I don't know if he wrote it or drew it, but yeah.
I think he
Now,
drew it.
is that the McFarlane figures that come out?
No, Brian McFarlane is a hockey historian now. He actually did books on all the original 6 teams.
Yeah, if baseball did that. That'd be great. I mean, that was a fun little cartoon.
They had Scooter for a while in the 90s.
As a kid, I loved Peter Puck as a kid. That was fantastic. That was a good time. I enjoyed watching Peter Puck. My brother even talks about Peter Puck. We each had we had a red sweatshirt with the Peter Puck logo on it. We each had one.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't even know if I have that somewhere. But I had all that stuff back in the day.
Some of the retro sites haven't picked up on that.
I think it's still trademarked or something like that. So there's only so much you can do with that. But imagine if they brought that back. I'm kind of hoping with all the sports being off, I hope they all come back with something cool. I would love to see like a Peter Puck come back for hockey. I'd love to see the golf carts with the big helmet baseball.
They started to bring those back last year. Washington had a bullpen cart. I did one. What year was that? 57, 56, 57?
Should you get Ron to do a Patreon game for you?
Yeah, $10 gets you any game you want.
$10 to do a game. He does a fantastic job. But the game takes him about an hour to research the game and another hour to set it up and another hour to sort of play. So you get 3 hours of work out of the guy for $10.
Well, Henri Richard, we did. What year was that? I did a tribute game to him. That was the Bruins, right?
It was it 60?
No, it wasn't that late. It was mid-50s.
Was that on your YouTube channel?
Yes, it is. I've done 3 tribute games this year. We had Kobe Bryant nearly foul out of his.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Henri Richard got hurt in his, and Al Kaline got thrown out trying to twist a double into a triple.
When did you do the Richard one?
A while ago, a couple months ago.
Was it more than 2 or 3 months ago?
With the baseball going up pretty much every day, I'm sure you got to dig for it now.
So I'm back 2 months. I don't see it. I see Merry Christmas.
Oh, really? Just do a search for Henri Richard tribute game. Patreon.com/Retro Sports Network.
57-58.
Okay. 54-55 was the year of the riot in Montreal, right? That Maurice got suspended for the playoffs.
I think it was.
And
that was nuts.
Catherine Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did a Bruins Habs game, and you can play the sound on this.
I already unchecked the sound, so we'll just watch it a little bit here.
All right. So
the ice looks nice.
Yes, a friend of mine did the rink. Her name is Sharon Gardner. Do you know her?
Let's get some action going on here. So I think Montreal won this one rather easily. I think.
I believe so.
Talbot, Beliveau, Dickie Moore, Saint Laurent, Plant in the net.
There's a lot of good players in this game.
Boom, boom, Jeffrey on.
I think Montreal had 8 Hall of Famers in this game, Dave.
Wow. So yes, this is Ron playing action PC hockey, Boston, Montreal.
That's right. And they did a different French accent for each of the goals.
Did you?
Yep. Oh yeah, because no, it was Boom Boom that got hurt. And so instead of having Maurice and Henri on the same line together, they moved Maurice up to the first line.
That would be an interesting topic, Ron, for Digital to Dice episode. Is what happens if you do a tribute game like this, and that player gets hurt or ejected early in the game?
Bryant had 4 fouls in the third quarter. I didn't know what I was going to do. So I had to, here you go. Here's
Ron, what is that Patreon?
It's patreon.com/retrosportsnetwork.
And yeah, that helps that Ron and his channel out, and he doesn't ask for a lot of money to do anything.
Nope.
Just about anything you want. And if you've seen any of his videos, he does a fantastic job for you. And he has a lot of Patreon support for people that want him to do games. And yeah, so anything you can do to help him out, he'll do the game for you. And as you see, it's a fantastic job.
Thank you. But yeah, I didn't know what I was going to do with Kobe. He picked up his fourth foul like early in the third quarter. And so I had to sit him. Imagine having to sit in your own tribute game. But I didn't want him to foul out.
Yeah, but so what would you do with that? It's like you're playing this game. I want to play as this guy. And
live game,
And then all of a sudden it's like he's out. He's out. Yes, you have me do the spiders. Yes, you did. I'm doing that for fun. I am enjoying the spiders.
That's right up Dave's alley.
It is. Like I said, tomorrow maybe I'll set up a OTP, see if I can set up 1899 spiders, and I'll play along. Maybe I'll do one OTP and one action PC, then I'll sim a bunch of games and see what the results are.
Wagner dude for Louisville's a big deal, okay?
Wagner, yeah. It's like, here's Wagner. I don't know what Wagner is. I do, but at the time I
didn't. You do now. You're never going to forget that.
I'm thinking I'm playing 1899. I don't know a damn guy in 1899. So, how would I know that, Honus Wagner was playing back then? I thought he was, 27 Yankees. I don't know. Robbie, that's a fantastic idea. Some kind of a tribute game for somebody, or maybe a greatest hits game. Maybe, somebody that, somebody hit a certain amount of home runs or hit a 500th home run, or a Hank Aaron's game or Wayne Gretzky's game.
Yeah, something like that, a scenario game. There's then the golf game has scenarios, don't they? Don't you have famous final rounds in the golf game?
Yeah, you might have something like that. And Jeff, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeff. That's true, Demos. I thought you weren't watching anymore. I did Bob Stanley's opening day start in 87. The stuff I'll do for money.
Yeah. Jeff, just make sure that if you do get on the Patreon, that you somehow let him know that if you want to pick a game, that this is, this is who I am, and I want you to do a game, and he'll work with the time with you too. He might even do it live on Twitch, and you guys can work out a time that works out for you.
Stuff for Kurt, but yeah, we've been busy with all this at night and lots of different streams. I had told Dave this. Twitch will send you a summary after each stream, and they'll tell you how long you are. What you're doing and how many hours you've streamed and all that. And it turns out in the last 30 days, I've streamed 28 days.
Yeah, you've been going nonstop. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a lot of, that's not 28 streams. It's 28 days. And so I'll drive it home just listening. So
I do that too. I do too. Sometimes I'll be in the car and I'll just stick the phone, down in the cup holder there and have YouTube as I listen to something.
I had, thanks, Big Clue. Let me talk about, I had wondered for a while if something like that would work, because you don't know how, it's a game that has some animation, but there's not a lot of visuals, and it's a mix of golf on the radio, golf on TV, and you don't really want to explain. Interesting, Robbie. You should send that to Dave. They're working from home, but they're there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. So he's saying, what I'm thinking is a mode where a computer knows it's a tribute game. Injuries aren't enabled. You can veto foul-out rejections or whatever. So that person will play the whole game. And that's not too bad of an idea.
But the injuries, but the foul-outs, that would be there.
I think you can do that though. Can you set it to no injuries, no foul-outs? No, you can set all that.
Foul-out. I'm not sure. I bet you can. Mark, I don't know. DJ and John and I got to get together and figure. We had a date set up, and I got really tired. Anyway, so wasn't sure. One of those things like, I wish that people would watch this because it was fun, and with the Masters being postponed until November, hopefully, it was just the right time to do it. And I figured, okay, not going to follow leaders on Thursday and Friday. So it's really easy to choose the one thing I don't think you can do in Action PC is choose who's in a group. And for AS, maybe you can. In ASG, you just click and place. So I made sure that my feature group was the last group of the day, and on Thursday it was Arnie, Jack, and Gary, the big three. And I was trying to think of who to put with Phil and Tiger, and so I went with Faldo because he'd won 3. Thank you. And so that was fun. And then we just, went with the leaders on Saturday, and people were watching. I didn't think people would watch. Oh, you can? Okay. And so today was so much fun. I mean, at one point we were playing 6 golfers down the stretch, and I'm not really playing Ben Crenshaw because he can't really win. He eagles 15, and then
he's back in it. Yeah, I did that too. On the Action PC golf, I would just watch, and then I would jump in and play a guy, and then I would jump out because I think you can do that on the fly.
Yes, you can.
You in Action PC, you could say, okay, I want to play this human, and then okay, now I don't want to play this human.
Right.
So I would do that. I would jump around, and of course, every time I picked a guy that was in the lead, I would choke it away. So
and that was it's not something I would do all that often. I think we'll do the majors this year because none of them will be on time. But it worked, and everybody knows Augusta. That's a course that you don't even realize that because it's played at the same. Oh, thank you. We've had a good time with these. We really have. So I'm glad people liked it. It was fun to do, but I don't know, because I've never really worked in television before, how those real people do it. Because that was 6.5 hours over 4 days. And that was just a lot back and forth to try to keep track of. I knew that I was playing when Hubert Green and who was he paired with on? Yes, it doesn't really matter. So you go up and look in Wikipedia because that stuff is right on Wikipedia. And trying to say, well, how do you make Kerry Middlecoff, who hasn't played professional golf since 1960, sound interesting?
And I never heard of the guy. There was a lot of guys in it, like Green. I don't know who Green was, and
Green. Yep, real people of the people behind the scenes who Honus Wagner.
I'm not going to live that down. I'm not, and that's perfectly fine. Because
between that and the walk-off wild pitch, you shouldn't.
Big clue. Let me tell you, and I admitted this when I do the Spiders game, when I do the baseball games. That's the one sport that I don't really know much about. So when I do my baseball, it is goofy. It is fun. I kind of fly through it just to get through the game. I make my funny comments because I'm lost with baseball. Okay. And so I just go with it and have fun. My hockey, I take very serious. I take my very, very serious, my hockey, and even my basketball to a degree. I take my basketball. I try to do my Johnny Most. He's fouled. He's fouled by Lambert, and he's crying. He's crying. He's been in the league 13 years. He never committed a foul.
Your Johnny's great.
I do a pretty good Johnny from time to time. Yeah.
Fiddles and diddles. Yep.
The funniest one. I told you this, but I haven't been able to find this clip. But there was the Celtics went to China. And they played a Chinese team. It was Asian. They played an Asian team. Okay. And Johnny Most was there. And he showed up. And they gave him the roster. And he's just like, I can't do this. So they had a couple of audio clips of Johnny Most doing this basketball game. It was the Celtics against the Chinese team, right? An exhibition game. And now it's DJ. DJ lays it up and in. And now here comes the Chinese guy. It's the little guy with the ball. And now he sends it over to the big guy, and I can't pronounce his name, but the big guy's got it, and his shot missed, and now it's DJ with it again to McHale, and he's being guarded by that little guy over there. It was hilarious, and he wasn't being disrespectful, but he just couldn't say any of the last names. He didn't even try.
If you listen to the clip of the night that he burned himself with a cigarette, set his pants on fire?
No.
It's late in the career. And he's working with Glenn Ordway. And, of course, you weren't supposed to smoke in the garden, but he and Red Auerbach did. And at one point, Johnny's cigarette just kind of got onto his pants. And, my pants are on fire.
He was so bad. Such a homer. It was just, it was just
never committed a foul in his NBA career. And he's whining. There's blood pouring on a Danny Ainge's nose and Lambert.
And he's crying. He's crying.
He's a whip.
Picture trying to do that today. I mean, these guys would come over and sock him in the nose, Oh, and he was right down there on the floor too, I think, wasn't he? I don't
No,
know.
they were high above courtside.
Were they high above? Okay. Because some of the guys you see now, they're down on the floor.
Yeah, the new guard, yeah. But yeah, most was
Which set is Arnold in?
60s. He's in the 60 set.
Okay.
High above courtside of the Garden. Yeah. And he was, and we know him being a character, but he was a good tactical play-by-play man who just happened to root for the Celtics.
He's completely biased. Yeah. Demos of Spiders is a unique name. I'm enjoying that for a team. There should be more teams named Spiders. But the thing is, that's like a minor league name now. Spiders is such a minor league name.
It'd be like
And Pelicans is minor league too. Why is that in the NBA? I found out that the Pelicans were in the NBA. I was like, what is that? What is that?
Devils, dabble, fiddles and diddles.
Yeah. Do you know what I found out today? Holy cow! I just found out this, you guys. I was watching a thing on YouTube today. It's like the Mighty Ducks. Where are they now? And what have they done? And, of course, you had Goldberg, who's in all kinds of problems, you know what I mean? The goalie there, who's just kind of messed up, whatever. And they talked about, Charlie Conway, how he was in the I think it was called Shutter, the movie Shutter. And it followed like Julie the Case. It talked about some of the people in the movie and some of the things they did. Did you know? Did you, Ron?
Yeah, I'm listening.
All right, you still here? Okay, I didn't know if you left. Okay.
I was moving my bowl of nuts.
All right. You're moving your nuts around. Good to know. And people in the chat, did you guys know that Jussie Smollett was in the Mighty Ducks?
Dude from Empire.
The guy that did the whole fake hate crime?
Yeah.
He was a Mighty Duck?
Really?
I didn't know that. I'm watching this thing and it shows this guy goes in and Jussie Smollett, he went on and he did some acting in this and he was in Empire. I was like, oh, no way. This Mighty Ducks guy went on to do some acting, and that's kind of cool. And it's like, but he ran into some legal problems when he faked the hate hoax or a hate crime. I was like, that's Jussie Smollett. He was in the Mighty Ducks. I was like, oh man, I didn't know that. I didn't connect those dots. That was nuts. That's something you just find out on our show.
And now you know.
And now you know. You
The
know something? That's why I'm here.
That's why you're here.
So, and is there a greatest sets so Robbie can play greatest sets?
They're dumb. Action PC has the all-time great sets. ASG does them by decades. So, but that's in the 60s. Matt Damon was in Field of Dreams. I did not know that.
Matt Damon?
Jimmy Kimmel's buddy.
I think that was in the South Park movie. Matt Damon? Team America? That was a funny movie. The puppets. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was funny. Those guys are hilarious. They really are. They do some good things. They make you laugh.
Yeah.
And they don't take a side. They pick on every side. Yeah. So you can't just sit there and say they picked on my side, because they pick on everybody. And that's what makes it work, is because you can't look at them and say that they have a slant, because they pick on everybody. And lately what they do is they pick on both sides in the same episode just to kind of cover themselves. Because before they pick on, this side, and then the next episode they pick on this side. Now they do it in the same episode, so no one can walk away saying I got picked on, because
SNL did a great thing with Larry David giving Bernie Sanders goodbye speech last night.
Oh, did they?
They did, because they did the home episode. Tom Hanks, by the way, did a wonderful monologue.
Yeah, I heard they were all doing it from their house on Zoom or something like that. Yep.
Yeah. So we watched some of that this morning while I was eating breakfast.
And you won't hear this stuff?
On the Fortnite streams, at some point I probably will get Fortnite and talk about that, but Fortnite involves a lot of buttons.
I was going to do it today, but I had a big Easter dinner, and then I passed out from Easter dinner. And I was going to play my Atari today, the Atari Sports. The other night I played it. It was fun, so I think I'm going to stream that.
I want to see the Big Nose Golfer.
Yeah, I want to do that. I'm wondering if I could... I don't know if I can share the screen in StreamYard. I could do it from StreamYard, because the thing is, you ain't gonna need any more than 720 to play the Atari game.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, so I don't know if that would actually work if I could do it here in StreamYard or not, and I could play some of the games. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow night. If I can fire up the Atari games, I'll play some Atari and we can watch it and comment on. Maybe Ron, maybe you could do play by play.
There you go. And here's Jimmy Durante on the first tee.
Did you ever see the Atari golf? How bad it was?
Yeah. Show it again because it's funny.
All right, so
Oh, that's kind of cool that he found a game that all your kids could play together.
So here's I found a review. Oh, geez, I'm actually subscribed to this guy. So I don't feel so bad sharing the screen if I'm subscribed to him.
Okay. Ra-cha-cha-cha.
All right, folks. So we're going to check out some Atari golf here on the channel because that's what we do. We bring you the best in sports entertainment. So here's Atari golf. The guy with the big nose. Actually, I think it's his hat, but it looks like his nose. So you go over
what
and
a horrible shot there.
I'm going to hit this again. Whack this one over here. Okay. So let's see what I can do with this one. Oh, I got a hazard here. I got to go for the hazard. Boing.
Oh, boy. He just
So close.
got all of that one.
And now I got to get behind the ball. Oh, I missed. There we go. Oh, I'm in the sand trap now. Now I'm in trouble.
Does he actually ever make how the hell you putt?
Well, I'm hoping we'll find out. It's hard. This game is hard. It's not easy. This game is hard.
It looks like he's carrying a garden hose, doesn't he? No, it can't go through there.
Yeah, you got to hit like from behind sometimes. It's kind of weird. Hit it good. Hit this good. Hit it good. Hit it good. Oh, almost on the green. No, this guy can't get on. This game was hard. I mean, you never get par. I'm trying to think if he ever gets on the green here so we can show some
He's
putting.
showing different clips here.
Okay, he gets on the green finally over here. So
Okay.
we'll speed it up. So
The
Here we
bunkers
go.
actually aren't that badly designed.
no. He's like hitting it way too much. He's like 49 strokes, 50 strokes. There we go. Now we're on the green. Now
It
we're
does
on the
look
green.
pretty swinging and mace, doesn't it? Look at the size of that hole. That's what she said
And he's in. He's in. He puts that one in. So
too.
there is Atari golf right there, Jucket.
Wow. So we get to do this if it's not too windy air place tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, maybe we'll jump on and play some of this. As long as I can I'll get it going good here. And then we'll play some. Oh, here's some other guys I subscribe to here. We'll oh, this is brutal.
That's what you get when you play golf with a wet noodle, you know?
Oh my gosh, this is brutal right here. Watch this. This is not a good screenshot of this, but we'll take a look at it. This is the basketball. And over the net. No good. Now here comes the green team. It's sailing by the red team. Red team half court shot. He's gonna try to bounce it in.
Trying to
No.
alley-oop it. There we go. Lay it up.
Outside shot. Good for two. It's 8-4 green team now. The red team bringing it down. Takes the outside shot high off the backboard and good. It's 8-6. 3:04 to go here in the first. Stolen by the red team. Lays it up and he drops that one in. It's a tie game, folks. 8-8. The green team. Oh, he had it stolen. Looking for 3 in a row. Fires this one up. It is good.
Yes.
A 10-8 lead. Jackie, what are you seeing right now?
I'm seeing a lot of bad defense, Dave.
Yeah, I would have to agree on that. It's the red team stolen by the green team again. Looking to take the lead, and they get the lead back. It's 12-10, 2:40 to play. Red team ought to steal a breakaway. Oh, Rocket Ronnie shot over the net,
Oh, what a steal.
and it's good. And we're tied at 12.
No, this was never high tech for its day. Maybe in 1978.
Pretty good, huh? So I'm gonna try to.
Line.
I'm gonna try to play. Yeah, no 3-point shot. No. What was this? 82? Maybe this come out.
Earlier than that.
When did the Atari come out? What?
78.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what year that was, but I think that was funny though. And then the you know what I was playing too was the soccer.
Did we show
Championship soccer.
Okay.
All right. So we got some championship soccer. This is, folks, this is stuff that's going to be coming on the channel, by the way. So
see, we're going, oh God.
There's some Atari Championship Soccer 3-on-3. Yep. Come on, let's go. I scored. I was up 2-0 in my game.
This
And
looks like foosball, doesn't it?
Yeah, the ball doesn't go out. Here comes the blue team. Oh, a shot and short. The shot is short. and it's still 0-0 here with
I
2:35
love
to
the
play.
officials on the sidelines. Burp, 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 burp. Shoot it.
Oh, what a save!
Oh, what a save. Oh,
Schumacher.
kick save in a Butte.
Schumacher makes a save, tries to get it up. He's not getting any help from his team. A shot.
Oh!
Again. And the Germans trying to hang on and they score. I
Scores!
love the celebration.
Ah, big clue. This suspiciously looks like the U.S. men's team. Square ball in a round hole.
I think it was 78. Yeah, I was in 5th grade and it come out, and the one that I had was busted. We had to take it back to the store like after Christmas because one side didn't work, so only one of us could play. But yeah, I got the Intellivision after. The only problem is in television, it was all 2-player games, and no one wanted to play hockey with me or football or anything. So
Talking about the football game, you had to play a full 15-minute quarter too.
Was there? You played more D&D than entire? Yeah, that was fine. Whatever you want to play. And television was okay. We played the Mr. Intellivision the other day, didn't we?
Yes,
George
we did.
Plimpton. Yeah, we talked some Intellivision the other day and had a good time with that.
George Plimpton and Elliot from E.T.
George Plimpton, yes, Elliot from E.T. was in those commercials. Yep. The Intellivision stuff was pretty good. I had the hockey, but again, actually, I have Intellivision for PlayStation 2, and it has a single player mode.
Did we look at Intellivision hockey? No, we look at the football.
Hang on a sec.
God saves, but Esposito scores on the rebound.
Yeah, so here is Intellivision hockey, and this is brutal to play too. It really was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. It was really slow.
It's old men playing shuffleboard, isn't it?
It was slow, and the puck when it hit the boards was go tick, tick, tick. It was like a piece of plastic hitting a piece of plastic.
Yeah, we did show this one off. Yeah.
So yeah, this is brutal. The hockey was brutal. It
full period too.
Oh yeah, it was tough. It was tough. I wanted to see the
were like $50-$60 at the time.
I wanted to see they had the auto racing. Television auto racing. I wanted to see this one here.
Oh, track 1.
Oh, this was wicked hard to control. It's just I don't know how you ever controlled the cars here.
Well, remember the television had the 9-button
that little dial, yeah. Crash, yeah. I think I crashed a lot.
I could see why. Good graphics though for the time.
I think this is souped up. This must be a mod or something like that because I don't remember it being this good. But I had that, and we had the skiing. We talked about the skiing. No, we didn't talk about Intellivision skiing.
The Atari skiing was excellent.
All right, so here's this was fun. I got the patch on this. I skied and I beat the time, and you take a picture of the TV and they send you the patch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I still think I'll go for the moguls there. Jump. Yep, jumped over the moguls. Then you go down here, and the Atari skiing was all right. It's just a downhill. Yep. But this was big back in the day. Oh, we played the Commodore 64 skiing the other day. That's what we did.
Yes.
Yeah, so this was tough because you had to take some pretty tight turns, and that slowed you down, and then jump over the moguls, and here you go. And now he's gonna come down, and yeah, finish 79.2 for the Russians. So yeah, so some fun things there with the Intellivision.
We talked about summer games yesterday, as a matter of fact, because you were doing the winter games for the 64. Football, soccer, basketball, and baseball were great for its time. Yeah.
Yeah, the Intellivision soccer. That nasal, I called it nasal soccer.
Nasal soccer. It's the Cosmos and the Rowdies from Tampa Stadium.
So we got I'll share this real quick here. Oh, let me kill this so we can see this. So this is the nasal soccer for Intellivision.
That doesn't seem as bad. He's kicking around the number 8 though.
Yeah, he is. I just picked up on that. And he scores!
It scores! What a goal!
Schumacher, and it's 1-0 for Portugal.
Wow, an actual scrolling screen. That's pretty good. Apparently, we're not doing continuous time. Wow.
And that was a better one. Yeah, I think this one might be a little bit better. This one seems a little faster. I like the design of the court, though. Nice save at a goalie.
Yeah.
I like the compared to the Atari. This is good. I like how they had the.
Yeah, and you could see why these games would do well.
Yeah. And this is all there was. I mean, this was pretty decent at the time. You know, again, it was all just, whoever gets the ball.
What a stop.
That was a nice save.
No chance.
Oh, block. There we go. And now he's going to
change his color when that's pretty
yeah. I think you control the ball, so it would change the color. Oh, to steal. It's 2-1 now in this game. Holy cow, a lot of goals. He goes up high and scores. Oh, that goalie wasn't even ready for that one. That wasn't even ready. So yeah, the soccer wasn't too bad. I think I did have that. Yeah, I think I did have the soccer.
We talked about the football game, but you had to play a full game to actually.
Yeah, the football game was tough. I'll see if I can find that. Oh, they had the Super Pro. Here's the regular one. Oh, do you know what else was good?
What?
This was pretty good too. I forgot about this. Let me share this. This was pretty fun. This is something you might like there, Jacket. Tennis.
Ah.
In television tennis.
Look at all the aliens watching.
Fault. I think I like this. I did play this. This was good. The tennis was good. This was good. Oh, hit the net again. Fault. 15, the red guy. I'm going to swap sides. Okay, go over here. You go over here now. And now I'm going to hit. Let's see if we can get a volley going. There we go. This guy hits it back. This guy hit back. Oh, it's still in. This guy. Oh, he missed it. 15-15.
Nice winner. Nice winner.
Yep. So the tennis wasn't too bad.
I'm glad our alien overlords Super Pro football. Okay.
And here's the football game.
They look like cheetahs, don't they?
The center's never moved. If you look at it, the center and the defensive nose tackle.
Do we ever get a snap here?
I don't know. Yeah, over here finally. There we go. And he's sacked. So he must just be showing it off because he's not really playing.
Yeah.
So he's just showing off the defense. Yeah. Oh, now he's gonna run. Ah, sacked again. Yeah, this game was hard. It was difficult. Oh, here's the baseball. Should we watch the baseball?
Yeah. This was miles ahead of what was on the tires.
That's what the sound it made. And then remember when you throw it at first, you're out. That's the sound they made when you're out. You're out.
I love how the pitcher jumps off the mound after every pitch.
Throw to first. Yep, he goes into the field. Ball. Checking that runner, Jacket.
It's important to do.
Swing and a miss. This game was actually okay. I didn't mind the baseball too much. But again, you needed two people to play.
Yeah.
Smacks this one into the gap. Who's going to go get it? Come on, center field out. The guy is not. Oh, he's out because the guy at first didn't run. So this guy, he's obviously he's obviously just playing by himself. But yeah, so that just gives you an idea on some of the
Wagner singles to center, whoever that is.
I found another. Oh, we didn't show this one off yet.
Okay.
We didn't show off in television basketball, did we? No, we didn't.
You know what that reminds me of?
This looks pretty good, actually. 3-on-3.
Good.
I like this.
It's got a shot clock and everything.
Yep, I think you're correct. 24, yeah. Good.
Got a shot clock.
Good call on that. Guy goes down low, puts it up. No, it's taken away. And here comes the green team being guarded. 10 on the shot clock. He fires this from half court, and it hits the rim. That was close. Offensive rebound, though. Bird fiddles and diddles. Now to DJ on the outside. Take it away. Irving with it now. Irving on a fast break. Stop. Off the rim, no
Oh,
good. Irving gets it
got
back.
his own rebound back.
Irving, offensive rebound in front of Maxwell. Knocked down by Maxwell. Fast break Celtics. Score 0-0. We played 15 minutes here in the first quarter.
Got his own rebound. Can you score?
I think he can.
My God.
I think this guy's just playing by himself. As you can see, the other team's really, the third guy's not moving. So he's just showing off the game. So he's probably like swapping controllers here just to show off the game. But this would be fun too. I got to see if there's an Intellivision one that I can stream. So that is,
No, that's actually a pretty good game.
this ain't too bad. Yeah. So that is Intellivision basketball. So there's been some good stuff here for Intellivision. So we had the skiing, the basketball, they get bowling and stuff like that. A lot of stuff. We showed off the auto racing. So yeah, so all kinds of crazy stuff you can play. Oh, they had the horse racing too. That was fun.
Who's a lazy bum that doesn't run? Moses? All right, horse race. Oh, wow.
Yep. Yep. You bet on the horses and then you race them.
Right.
And the orange guy, he's gonna cash in, and then the green guy comes in, and then showing is the yellow guy. White
And
horse.
White horse.
He got stuck in the mud. That white
Old
horse.
gray mare, she ain't what she used to be.
We're loading the shotgun.
It's Glue Factory in front.
So that is Intellivision horse racing, and it shows you what it paid. So, and then I think it does show you the odds for the next race
And how you bet. Okay, oops.
Win place. I don't know what the V would be. Oh, that's the colors yellow.
Yeah, I remember the B-17 bomber game that talked.
I don't remember that one.
They had the speech thing that you could buy to attach to it, and it had recorded speech.
Oh, really?
Yep. I mean, these things had no memory in them whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah, but they had some good ones here. Oh, they had Tron. Tron was another one that I liked. They had a version of Pitfall. I didn't know that. Bowling. A few things like that. The sports games were really good.
Yeah, the sports games were well ahead of what the Atari had.
Yeah. Well, the Atari was the first one, so good for them. Oh, is Al a Red Sox fan here?
No, I haven't seen Al or any of his personalities tonight. Wow.
This was good, too, the boxing.
They look like Weeble Wobbles, don't
It's like
they?
Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Yeah, there you go. Come on, it's before midnight. Al can't be on.
So yes, we had the boxing here.
Thanks, Eddie. Hope you had a good Easter, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. We'll be wrapping this up shortly, but we were just having some fun here with some of the old Intellivision stuff. But yeah, so there's just some old stuff that's the games that I used to play, Ron, back in the day, and these kids now they're all spoiled. So Tiny Wreck, what's going on? Fighter 3. I don't know if I had that one. And B-17 Bomb, I didn't have that one either. Is that Intellivision?
Yes.
Okay, B-17 Bomber. All right, so Tiny Rick, just for you, we're gonna show off
And
some.
unmute that. You're gonna want the sound, I think, or can you play sound on StreamYard when you share the screen?
All right, yeah, I think I can. It's hopefully I won't get in trouble. Not for something like this, I don't think.
His live stream was interrupted by Nurse Teresa today. There are worse interruptions to have than someone that you love interrupts you.
All right, so we got the sound on. Not sure if you can hear it or not, but let me know if you can.
B-17 Bomber.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, but it was light years ahead of what was available in 1981.
Okay. we can get to some action. Looks like you're flying the plane.
Right.
Check the map.
Fighter 6 o'clock.
No way. Fighter 6 o'clock. Tiny Rick. Oh, you might be onto something here.
Uh-oh. Fighter 6 o'clock.
For 1981, this was high technology.
Yeah.
You darn kids in your Fortnite and your 3D graphics.
Yeah, it did. It did sound like War Games, the movie, didn't it? Rick said he played without the voice.
Yeah, the voice thing was not cheap.
I wonder if that's on my my intelligent games list that I got over there. Technology has advanced, yeah. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, I'd never seen that one.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we're gonna wrap things up here. Thanks everybody that tuned in tonight. Just wanted to come on and say happy Easter, everybody, and just have some fun tonight. And I think we did. This was another good show.
Yeah.
The longer we go, that means the more fun we're having. So thank you everybody that tuned in and watched on this Easter night as we got to share some things. And tonight we talked about Peter Puck. We talked to them in television and the like, and we had a lot of people join. So just want to say happy Easter. Hopefully things that we'll be looking up in the next couple of weeks, and maybe we can start. Who knows? Let's keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully things are better. And hopefully all these procedures that we put in place are working, because I would hate to see that they weren't working. So, But anyway, so Ron, what do you got going on tomorrow?
I think it's the Orioles and the Brewers at noon on twitch.tv.
Okay, so Ron is over at twitch.tv/Retro Sports Network. Myself, I got an open table tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to play some spiders. I don't know if I'm going to play some basketball tomorrow, or if I'm going to play. I think I might do the Super Bowl. The Roberto Chavini game under Glory. I got the first 10 Super Bowls lined up, ready to go. So I think I might do that. And I'll give you a sneak peek, Ron. I'm going to give you all a sneak peek on.
He slept through it today, Corey.
I did. I had Easter going on when they started the show, and then I finished watching Ron do his golf, and then I fell asleep. Yeah. And he did the longest mission, B7, but that's cool. But yeah, so here's let me share this. So this is gonna be I gotta do this. I gotta maximize this. I think that's how you share the screen. Application window. How about this? So I don't know if we can see that at all.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Yeah, so this is my so we'll start it off here. So this is my screen. I'm going to use all of my camera on the side over here somewhere, but this is my Digital to Dice, Dave's Classic Rewind of the Super Bowls using Mud to Glory. So what I will be doing in here is I'll be inserting under special teams, I'll put my special teams rating, roll to see how many points I get. Then I put in my defensive rating. I roll to see how many points the defense get. Then I get my run rating and points, my pass rating and points, see how many field goals I get, what my field goal percentage is, roll for points, and then I'll have a final score, and I will compare it to the actual score. And there's also a third die roll that I put over here to let me know. I'll click over here and write in whatever the third dice roll is. And sometimes it's missing an extra point. Sometimes it's getting a safety. So yeah, there's all kinds of things. But as you can see, I got all 10 Super Bowls ready to go. And that took a little while to do, I will say.
That's awesome, though.
But so I have it all set up for all the 10 Super Bowls. So I will remove that from the screen. But yeah, so I have all the first 10 Super Bowls ready to go, ready to roll some dice and get some things in the morning. So we'll see about that. I think what I might do is put in I'll figure out all the modifications first, and that way they're done. And then I can just roll dice, and that way they don't have to sit there and figure that out. But anyway, so all right. So tomorrow, I think I might be doing some Super Bowls tomorrow. I might be doing some 71-72 basketball, the regular season basketball. And then I also might get back to my spiders and
Sounds
things like that. And I might, like I say, depending how it goes, I got to look through some finances here, but I might try to pull off that Strat basketball at some point this week, because I watched your video again, and I watched from the beginning, and all those sliders at the beginning about the animations and stuff.
It really is a configurable game.
I liked all that stuff. I really did. I think what I would do is, once I learned it, I think if I streamed it, I would play the first quarter and then zoom to the fourth and play the fourth, because you wouldn't want to play the whole game. It'd be a long game, but I think that's how I would do it. So you could get the first quarter, get the feel of the game, zip ahead, and then do the fourth. And I think that would be a good way to play that there. So we'll see if I do that or not. So, but anyway, yes, so that's what's coming up on our channels this week. Weather providing.
Let's see what the
big
weather
storm
is. Hopefully it's not terrible for southern New England tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that I can get up and get the I'll do some things first, get the videos done before the bad storm comes in, and try to get them up on YouTube. So I don't know if I'll do live or if I'll stream. I mean, or if I'll record and upload. I might record and upload. Some of those look a little bit better when I do it that way. So thank you everybody so much. Happy Easter. Look forward to seeing everybody again. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow night, weather permitting, and we'll have another show for you. And hopefully you guys are entertained by this. We're having some fun doing this every night. And the chat room's been great. Chat room's always been great, very supportive of everything. So hopefully we'll check everybody out tomorrow night. Have some fun, play some games, watch some TV, whatever it is. Do something fun, people. So we'll talk to everybody later. Ron, thank you.
Have a good night. Thank you.